Hey guys, my name is Scott Barker. I'm a Canadian artist living in Alberta, and I'm sitting on the floor. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little art store haul. Now I was gonna say like a mini art store haul, but you know what? For every person, things are gonna be a little bit different. This is about $100 worth of art supplies, plus a little freebie, actually like $30 freebie that they threw in. But to some people that's gonna be a lot, and to other people that's gonna be like nothing. So I went to my local art store here. Why don't we just get started? So first off, I went to buy some acrylic paint. I'm currently working on some acrylic pieces, and I needed some new paint. And I'm sort of veering into a different palette right now. I tend to paint things that are pretty high contrast as far as like dark and light, maybe perceived as a bit moody, and I really am pushing for something sort of lighter, brighter. You know, it's February in Canada, so it's been a lot of snow, lots of staying inside, so something bright, something with a little bit of humor. So yeah, I kind of got some lighter pastel sort of colors. But anyway, okay, so first off, I got this guy here. So this is Ryotech? Anyway, they're from TriArts, so I guess that this is actually like a student grade brand paint. So if you're new to painting, I would suggest starting off with student grade paints, even something that you like find at Walmart, something cheap, something accessible. You really don't know what you're looking for until you start using things. So yeah, I just say go with some basics first. Once you start using things, getting some paint to paper to canvas, then you sort of know what you're looking for. But anyway, this is a Canadian brand. I don't know too much about them. I've bought some of their paint before. Seems good. This is student grade, which usually means that things are a little bit thinner, but I'm hoping that it's got a bit of a thicker body to it, that it's not going to be translucent or anything. What are all the right words for artists? Viscosity, I don't really, what does that mean? I don't know. I should know. But anyway, okay, so I got that one. This is the pastel green. Pastel green. Beautiful, right? Look at that. I don't know. It's just nice. Just like a nice color. The next one I got, this one I kind of had going in mind. It's almost like a purpley sort of color. But they call it pastel blue. Pastel blue. It almost looks like a lavenderish sort of thing. I remember my grandma used to always be like, that's not purple, that's plum, or that's lavender. So I don't know, it's like they're all purple to me, but this one kind of looks more blue to me, just against my white shirt. So yeah, two very pastel-y sort of colors. I thought they looked pretty neat, kind of like what I'm going for right now. Next, I have some unbleached titanium. So these are all still from this Ryotech. This is the student level paints from TriArts, Canadian company. I kind of wanted something off-white. This is a bit more than off-white. Here's white, off-white. It's a little more of like a sandy, creamy color. Mix this in with a little titanium white, you get a bit of off-white. Yeah, so that's these guys. That's these guys. They were on sale at the art store. They looked good quality. Love the colors, kind of neat, kind of hard to get these colors by mixing, but yeah, okay. Next up, I've got some more TriArt. So now this stuff is TriArt, not their student grade. So this one is a titanium white from TriArt. I think this is like your basic art, high viscosity acrylic paint. Yeah, so just a titanium white. I just wanted to get a small tube so that I could see what we were dealing with. If I like it, the white that I have right now is from Chroma Acrylics, a brand based out of British Columbia. So, and I love it. I love their paint so far. So TriArt, giving them more of a try. And then next, this is their professional, their finest quality stuff. So I actually don't know exactly how much this one was, but it's this really beautiful, bright yellow, but not, there was a lemon yellow in the student grade that it just was a little too, I think it was called lemon yellow. It was a little too bright, too, it wasn't neon, but close to it. And this is like nice and bright, but not sort of a neon color. So I'm excited to try these. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I sort of have 3 different grades of paint. I've got their student grade, I've got their, what I believe is sort of their basic, you know, not student grade, and then their highest quality, their professional grade. Right, I think these are different. Yeah, anyway, I'll keep you posted on how all these are. Okay, next up, okay, so this was actually really exciting. I got a freebie because you had to spend $75 and you got one of these free. So I got this. I've never bought a paint palette before. I just bought like plastic plates from the dollar store and mix and paint from that. Now this is an Ellipse XL peel off. So this is like 30 bucks, but they gave it to me for free for spending $75 plus in acrylic paint. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't go super far, right? Money, you get a few tubes of paint, it's like $100 worth of paint. So this is really cool. I think this will be neat because it will help me to not waste paint. Because what happens when layers of paint just build up, it creates a very uneven surface, and then so when you put more paint on, you're not getting all the paint because some of it sort of falls into the depths of the built up paint. Yeah, so I'm really excited to try this. I'm excited how big it is, like I'm gonna be able to put a lot of paint. So you kind of put your paints on the outside and then you can mix in the middle and then it looks like it just peels off. It's supposed to peel off really easily. Now TriArt does do a peel palette as well, and I was actually thinking of buying one, but then when I saw that they were giving this one away for free, if you spend the money, I figured, why not? I'm very, very excited to try this and to hopefully not waste as much paint. Okay, last couple of things. So I just bought a Jelly Roll white pen, Uniball Signo Broad White. Yeah, I don't know. I think this can just be kind of helpful if my brushes aren't really giving me really fine details with white. If I'm having a hard time, this can be sort of a little cheat, you know, when you're doing like reflections in eyes or whatever. This I think will come in handy. Excited to use this. Now there were cheaper jelly pens, like $2.50. I tried them at the store. They just didn't come out very well. And this one, as soon as I touched the paper, the ink was coming out. So for me, it's just worth the time not having to fight. And if the white comes out and it's blotchy or it's not really coming out, I have to paint over it. This is just gonna save me a lot of time to just have the paint come out right the first time. So I think this one was like $6.50. So it's, you know, it's a decent amount of money for a pen, I think, I don't know. Anyways, okay, and last but not least, the bag is empty. We've got, I just picked out, this says 6 fine art pencils. That's not what this is. This is charcoal pencils. So I bought 3 charcoal pencils, General's Charcoal. Now this is a brand that I've used before. I just recognize them. I don't remember if I like them or not, but I tried them at the store and they seemed good. Now for me, the challenge with charcoal and charcoal pencils especially is they can really break easily. So oftentimes when I'm sharpening a charcoal pencil, just the tip will constantly break. And then I usually get my knife out and sort of whittle it so that it doesn't break. But that can be really frustrating. You can go through a whole pencil and it doesn't really work. The other thing is I've been buying some charcoal lately that hasn't been coming off on the paper. It's like too hard or something, I don't know, or on the canvas or on the paint. It's just not coming through onto it. It just won't make a mark. So I'm excited to try these. Again, I know I've tried this brand before, but so I like to use charcoal for pre-drawings when I'm drawing out my sketch before I paint, because pencil gives a bit of like a reflection, a glare. I don't know what the right word is for that, but charcoal doesn't. Also, charcoal is, I find, easier to kind of push around and move around. I also like to use charcoal to add some definite edges over top of acrylic, to kind of scribble over top of acrylic. Just a super versatile tool, really great for shadowing. Let's say I'm having a really hard time getting the correct blend of paint to create shadows. Sometimes I will just like do a little charcoal, smudge it in, it creates those values on my painting. Because I don't have formal training and I am discovering a lot. So there's all these like cheats that I use to get what I need. I'm really interested now more than ever in learning more about art and getting the right skills and techniques and practices to be able to do what I want to do. But in the meantime, I just continue to discover different ways to use different things. Like this one is as well, right? Some people would probably think you're cheating or whatever, not just using white paint, white brush. Sometimes I can't control the brush in the way that I would like to. And so, great, this will help me out. Yeah, so that's my art haul. To some people it'll be a mini art haul, to other people it will be the most art supplies they've ever seen, but I just wanted to create something that I would want to see. 5 tubes of paint, 4 charcoal pencils, and a pen. Oh, I did want to mention, all these charcoal pencils are not the same. So they go from soft to hard. So I've got the hardest one that they have, and then sort of a medium soft, and then the softest one that they had. So I've got a HB hard, a 4B soft, and a 6B soft. If you're into pencils and stuff, you kind of know what that stuff means, I'm sure. I don't really know what it describes, but I understand when I see it, like, okay, this one's gonna be softer, easier to push around, shadow with, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's, bag is empty. $100 worth of art supplies. Yeah, like I said, got a gift certificate, figured I should use it. And I'm excited to try some of these tools out. Yeah, let me know. Have you used some of these tools? Like, have you used TriArt before? Have you used an easy peel off palette? Never used a palette, excited. Yeah, let me know. I'm excited to hear how other people, if they've had luck. Or the charcoal, if you have any suggestions how to not let my charcoal pencils break every time I sharpen them, or a good, really fine brush for acrylic, whatever, any suggestions or any questions that you have, please let me know. I'm very excited to try these supplies out, and I'm sure you'll see them in future videos and in future pieces that I will be painting. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. See ya.